So when you start on these protocols, the first thing to consider is diet. Doesn't matter what you're used to. Doesn't matter what if you're suffering, you have to change your consciousness. If you sit there and say, I can't do it then suffer all you want. I don't care. Because I only care for those that care for themselves that need to get well. Take a look at what you're bringing up here. Remember that, what? Fork over knives or something like that? Take a look at what you're bringing into you chemistry-wise. And fortunately, the average person doesn't understand that a piece of meat, that's healthy, right? Yeah, piece of dead tissue. It has always been GI tract cancers, and that's because this is a food processor and not meant to process proteins. And dairy foods from other animals. No way. These type of proteins are foreign and very, very mucus forming. Any of you guys on milk and dairy products, there's no way you don't have sinus or any type of congestion, bronchial or lungs, because that's extremely, the dairy proteins are the worst in terms of mucosic responses. What is our species? What kind of vertebrae are we? Are we animals that eat vegetables? What do they look like? Oh, horses, cows, elephants? Nah, it's not humans. Omnivores. Yeah, omnivores. Dogs, hogs, chickens, and bears. Oh, that's not humans. Carnivores. Oh, that's the cat family. Well, that's not us. What's the last category? The 4 basic vertebrates on the planet. Frugivores. Primates. Man comes in and says, you know what? I moved from my island home into the paleo homes, and I can't survive well because I'm designed as an islander, a primate-ish, and yet I moved into hostile northern climates. How do I survive? So I kill animals. I have to preserve them. I have to can and cook, so I just literally destroy the chemistry of my foods. So how do you get well doing that? So when the Eskimos were discovered, remember, their average age was only 40-some years old. Too much protein. You have to be aware of this because, man, it's going down real quick. So the proteins are a big problem for us. And we just keep eating them and eating them and eating. And as long as you do, you will always suffer. Amino acids is the order of the day, and you'll get those through non-protein sources of fruits, berries, melons, and veggies. So it is obvious that man is the only species that cooks and processes and destroys its foods before it eats it. So it's obvious by now in today's time that you understand raw foods are number one, uno. And I still find, after I've been 45 years here as a raw foodist, a fruitarian, kind of back and forth, we've been taught that eating dead animal meat is healthy. Who said that? You know, again, who are saying these things? You got to understand a lot of what you believe in is bullcrap. A lot of what you believe in is propaganda. It's coming from special interest groups that's trying to sell their products, like a little milk commercial. Tell me what's healthy about pasteurized milk from a cow. It can be your end. About a goat. Nothing. Understand the type of food you need to eat to get well. And I'm not saying you have to live on fruits, berries, and melons forever, but you certainly need to while you're getting well. And then balance out. That's okay. Nobody has to be a fruitarian. No one has to be all raw all the time. Nobody's with a club over you. This is an individual experience. So strict up. I don't care if you're a cowboy, and I don't care if you're a Muslim, and I don't care if you're black, and I don't care if you're from another planet. As long as you have a physical body, there's certain laws you have to follow and certain ways to get well. So no matter what you're used to eating, you have to change that. If you sit there, I'm not going to change my diet, well, enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. It's your ride. But I suggest you power yourself up and let me introduce you to much higher, happier things in life